Good day, welcome to Multinet Design in the continuation of studio apartment design that we are back upon. This is one of another episode that we want to talk about how to plot a total area of a development. So what I mean by plotting area is that how to do a layout of a large acres of land and plot an estate into the positions. So like I promised that this I'm going to convert it to an estate housing. So how do I do it is that I'm going to bring this how to use Revit to build an estate development. So if you are not been following us before, try to subscribe to this channel and follow through one after the other. So how do we move? So you go to your site. The first aspect of things you need to know in this region is that you need to know the total area of the size of the land that you are using, what your crop property cover, the allowance, and every other engagement around the space. So if you have that orientation, so you get to do what you need to do. And again, the presented areas that you are going to plot, I'm going to put all your buildings in. And you know, to build an estate, you require a large mass of land to do. So let me say I was given one particular land some time ago. Let me open it for everyone to see. Gwagwalada. So this is situated in FCT in Abuja, Nigeria. So, and this particular work, I work on it. I've developed it for the owner. So I want to use it as a guideline for everyone who want to learn how to plot a grand plot land from Revit as a whole. So this one I'm bringing it to now. This land is all about 2 plots of land. Let's check how to check plot of land here. So you look at it from here. This is how you calculate the area of the land. So you go to your annotate. From the annotate, click on region. From region, click on fill. So you click here and set it. So this one will give you total numbers of the area of the land. See, look at it. So this is the total area of the land, the blue area. So if you want to know how many acres of it is, you press UN. So from the UN, you click on this particular one and you tell it to change to acres. Click here and say OK. So when you click back on it, see you have 2.0472 acres of land. So that is the acre. So if you want to convert it to hectare, the same position, you press UN again, and that area again you click on it and you convert it to hectare. So you click here, is OK, and say OK. And when you click back, so you're going to see this is the total 0.8. That is almost 1 hectare. So this is 2 acres but 1 hectare. So that is how you calculate acre and hectare on this particular surface of design. So now we have 2 acres of land in this point. Go back to UN and change it back to the normal. So my normal meter square. So I'm having 8,284 meters square to be used for this design. So you copy this now and say copy to clipboard. I'm not using it here. I will still come back here later to come and work on it, but I'm not using it particularly for now. So go to the design you are doing, and what you do here is say from clipboard modify and say paste. Align to the current view or paste from the clipboard, anyone you feel like choosing. So you can imagine the whole total area, the whole total surfaces. So this is what this one brought to you. Are you getting it? So delete this particular where we mark fill region. I don't need it anymore. So this one is going to give me the references. What you need to do, group this for now. Control and say group. So you call it sites for that purpose. Now, so that you'll be able to move it around to wherever you want to move it to, any the time you get the orientation of the design you are doing. Now, As we are done with this, what we need to do next is that we organize the whole area where the cars parking, the orientation of this programming. So this is what I want you to focus on. This is another aspect of design. Most of this are being done by town planners, but a little of it can be done by architect, because if you're a landscape architect, you need to know a layout, design, and how to do a brief of it. So you click on this and say hide. I'm going to hide the category because I don't want to see all this one again. So from now, I want to start my project and my program. So like I've said, what you need to do is to first understand the whole area. What is the dimension of this building that you are working with? So I will encourage you to use annotate, and at the same time use free region to know what you are doing. So here it will allow you. So for what you do, you click here and say click here. The whole area is going to be given to you, so you can now manipulate and see what you need to do and how to work on that performance. So click here. So look at it. So you have area of what? 221 meters square. So this is not enough, because you still need to, at least you need like 450 to acquire a plot of land. So you need to be dragging this to give you that dimensional expression. So it increases. So take it to the front again. It increases, and move it to the side. It increases now, and you take this one a bit. So it's gone to like 5,000, which is too much for beer. So you can be using this to calculate your dimension and see that okay, the back side is bigger, so you reduce it. Click here. That's just a simple method to use. It's just a condition towards you can work and get your design fast as quick as possible. So this is another one. So since it's an estate, only what you need is the main thing is the front side. So I'm going to leave this front the way it is. Calculate what you are getting there. Good. So almost like 10 meter, which is absolutely okay for my own kind of. So the side can be left alone. Check what you have here. So like 1,800. You can still reduce it to like 1,500. You deem fit. So I'm reducing this to 1,600. Leave it like that. So this one, check it as well. So try to understand raw design. This is raw design in case you're having issue with say okay, this is not magical. All you just need to follow the process as we are doing it. It's going to benefit you in the long run, because so much you are going to understand how you manipulate things by yourself. That is the essence of this of our channel. We are not doing editing and pasting, but we do things that will teach you basic and the raw things that you need to know about element of design. So these are the way you plot a layout. It might look tedious, look uninteresting in the beginning, but at the end of everything, you're going to benefit. Now, to achieve what you want to have, this is like 450 square meters. So I've gotten this area that I want for myself. So what I need to do now is to draw a good line around that. So if I have eventually delete the whole area, which I definitely going to do before I later bring them back to the position. So go delete this now. So this is the area I'm focusing on. So this one will define what I'm bringing to the other aspect of my dependency. So click here and say control this and control this. So from here now you can group this one again and call it what? Say plot. So this one will serve as your plot. So the plot is there now. So what you need to do is to move the plot around to a place that you know that you start your base for design. So this is plot 1. Copy this plot to another one. Plot 2, plot 3, plot 4, plot 5 and plot 6. You see that it's almost getting to the point of what it's actually going to be. So that is plot 6 for you. So as you are done with this plot, what you need to do is to spread this one, because I don't want it to start from, just pick it up to that point. So select this again, move. Good. So design start, the process of design start from where? From how to coordinate areas. So if you are coordinating this area, this one gives you the feel that okay, something. Now as we are having road at this side, this access road, definitely the road is going to link to this position. So how do you work on that one? So you give the side the road width, which is like, sorry, so press on line, the road width is going to be like 10 meter wide. So that is it. So from here now you can decide to draw and bring this to this point. So this is the road per se that you have in this space. So as you have done with this, the next thing is to design more of what you need to put in this area. So how do you do that? You can decide to arrange your plot in this way again. Let's say I have one plot here. You see that this one is giving me an headache. It does not matter. What you need to do is to move it. So you let this start. Now this one is going to be more bigger. So when you are selling land or distributing it, some are going to be more, how do you call it? Some are going to be more attractive in such a way that okay, because it's more bigger, then the price is going to be different. So you can now decide to say okay, you want to put it in this way, then begin to rearrange them. Are you getting it? So you plot line like that. I see that there is having issue. The issue here is that these things are not balanced. So this one is not good orientation for your design. So press Ctrl Z, I remove them. So you change the orientation of this 90 degree. So you move it here by the side. So you can delete this. Check it whether this one will go for you. Copy. So this cut off some part of the plot, so but does not matter. So what you do here is that you can bring this, copy these three and say move them to the edge. So when you move them to the edge like that, something is there for you to work on again. So as you have a road that goes this way, something must happen at this side. So you are going to orientate that one and give yourself a good calculative moment. So now as you have this, that the road is here, the next thing you do is that you can mirror this. This is a process of laying out in Revit. So you mirror that and say move. You can move this to the edge. You get it. So look at it from here. Did you have the same dimension in place? This is that 15,000 to 300. So select this and say move. So move to 5,300. Press enter. So this is what it gives to you. So you can now decide to say okay, can we mirror this to get what we want? If it's possible, check it out. Oh, it's much longer, which is not possible, which is not advisable. So there is another thing that design has what? Design has an issue. So what do we do? Are we going to leave it in that way and continue to work on what is needed? The answer is no. You can now orientate this one. Mirror this and say mirror. So link this, move this. Good. So you move that to that point. So now you can now recalculate and resolve. So if you are having this one, definitely this plot is full. Check the whole area of this one, whether it is okay for you. So as we have that one of max region, you can check this area. So close it up, now finish it and see. So what do you have? This means that you can have divide this into two and get the plots into use. So how do you do that? Click here, say edit. Half of this is that is divide this into two, which is what this is called to 4,700 and something. So you divide this to two and say adjust this. So 4,000 going to be 470 something will be the visible side. 70 is too much. Yes, so this one will be. So if you have two like this, say create similar, form this one, form this, and form this. So click finish. Can you see? So 480 to 480 to 470. So you can adjust this one as well. Increase it. Let it be like 1 or 2. No, too much. 482. Zoom in now. Yes, that will be okay for that. You can now zoom in and align this to this to see that they have the same, almost the same thing. So you can imagine 478 and 4. So you have that in place. This is the two plots that you have, and you have already gotten this in the right direction. So this one that have this issue, what you just need to do is to close it up. What you left here is what you gains here. So you return it back to this point and you get this design right. So delete this. So now you bring this into the place. So like I said, just close it up. So the plot is what is certain. So everything you have done here is perfect. You have already programmed the plot. Now what you are going to do to this part is that it's going to be a commercial space. So you just close it up and you are not going to put that as a selling point. So if you have this in place now, it's going to be something. Yes, and if you say okay, you want to use the whole area for, you can use this back side that is dead end as something else, and that is what you want to do here. Click here and say move. Move it. Good. So this back is going to serve for different purpose, and maybe you can put this for a green area or whatsoever you want that you think of. So this is what you do. The orientation of this building is focused here. These two sides enter into focus in the road. This is the plot, this is another plot, this is another plot, and we are now going to go on and label this point after the order. So we are going to label all the plots after the order. So leave the building inside here is the beginning of our design principle. So what we do here is that we start, say, click on details, select this, select this, select this and close. So finish it. So this is the access road and this is other element that have been created in place. So click and start detailing. So we start here by saying plot 1, plot 1. Click here and say edit, duplicate, call it plots text and say okay. So increase this. I'm not using this stencil, so I'm changing it to something like Stylus. So I'm going to use this one, like say 15. Good. So this is it. So I plot 1, copy from here, so you change this to plot 1, double click, plot 2, plot 3, plot 4, plot 5, plot 6. So as you're done with that, you can copy again, continue putting the plot. You start again from here. So you start from plot 7, plot 8, plot 9, 10, 11, plot 12, plot 13, plot 14, and this will be half plot. So you call it plot 15. You can still be selling for anybody who want to build a building. So that is the point for that. So click here and change it to plot 7, plot 8, plot 9, plot 10, plot 11, plot 12, plot 13, plot 14, and plot 15. Beautiful. So you're done with that. So now create the road and give access. So this is the access to the road and everything is set. So as you have this one now, you can now decide to save this. Say save to your plot. So because you are not going to be designing on this particular building, so you now say save as, save to project. So you rename it, so studio apartment estate. So that's how I'm saving it. So estate is going to serve as my center area. So I'm going to develop this to a fullest, that the whole design will come out and everything. So here we go to your 3D. So the 3D now, everything here is going to vanish. So click on it and say delete. Say yes, everything should go. Delete or no, cancel. There's something, okay, all this elevation marker so remain, but all these ones should go. Select on instance in this place and delete the main. So the elevation marker, select them and hide the category. So the one like this, so decide to leave the same. So that all the browser element will remain and continue to be used for the purpose that it's meant for. So click like that, and the next thing you do is that you go back to your site, and then this is where you start developing everything one after the other according to the plots that you have already signified. So here is that you are going to be building things since we are able to design the plot, and this is just a little bit of what you do. So you can delete this one and ungroup it or ungroup everything, so that those elements will continue to flow by themselves. So as you have done with this one, now you start with your designing principle and orientation. So this is what we'll do for you today. We have already created all the plots one after the other. So the best for you now is you can remove all those all the group lines that you have used to create this area. So if you are given a survey, a large mass of here that is to place a plot, this is just the best place, this is the best way, and this is best orientation for you to start doing things in that manner. It's easier and faster and better. Come to set, so you do here and do the line, do the lines here. So fine. So this one is gone. Come to set. So draw the line so that you have it. The reason why I'm deleting all this one is that so that by the time you are bringing your main design, your graphics card will not be too heavy, then your drawing begin to drag. So that is the reason. So things like that always slow down the system performance. So you shouldn't use it like that. Quick, when you've created it to make it work more easier, immediately delete it and free yourself from dragging and every other thing that will not bring your work to a straight limelight. So that is it. We've plotted the land here. We have the access to the road. The next thing is that we develop this by bringing colors and every other thing. So we can decide to even go quick and start our design part. So watch for the next video and we'll go on and develop this. So thanks for watching. Thanks for